Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the False Prophets Podcast. I'm Phil Rizdon.
It's your boy Manny. I'm literally like looking at the floor.
Yeah, you look.
And then you was like 3, 2, 1, and I'm just like staring at the floor. I'm like, wait, oh shit, we started. My fault. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Obviously, it's been a while. We have this guy daydreaming and shit.
Yeah,
I'm lost in it.
I think it's the coffee's kicking in.
I think it's the coffee.
The coffee's kicking in.
I swear to God,
this guy to give me some iced coffee, man. I'm zooted right now.
Every single fucking time. Every single time I take that coffee. I got this special coffee, which is basically like, it's like cold brew concentrate, which is like, espresso times 10 that you're supposed to mix with water and shit like that. But we just take it straight. We just do it shots like it's tequila. And you end up fucking losing your mind off of this shit. And it gets us ready to pod. It gets us ready to pod.
Put some Adderall in that shit. I think there's Adderall in there, bro.
Bro, sometimes you need that shit.
I just literally zooted out of nowhere when you was counting down. I'm like, oh shit, it's kicking in.
Bro, I'm getting you ready out here, bro.
I love it.
We don't podcast how others podcast.
Nah,
right,
man.
Bro, we go full throttle.
Either we're drunk or we're drugged up.
Exactly. Something has to happen. Something has to happen, man. Oh my God. So let's talk about it. Tekashi69 getting fucked up.
Just go straight for it.
Go into it.
This dude was on the radio. This dude was on numerous freaking interviews talking about I can't be touched. Constantly. I can't be touched.
Always.
You were more than touched. This guy was destroyed. Yo, this dude. Yeah. The funny thing about it, the guy that was beating him off ended it off with a little WWE. Whoa, beating him up. I said beating him up.
You. Freudian slip.
It's the coffee.
The guy was beating him up. That's a different type of video. I don't think we saw that. I'm good. I don't know what type of video he was watching. This guy was watching Tekashi69's. Jesus Christ, I'm good off that.
It wasn't on XNXX? Oh, shit. Never mind, I saw the wrong video. Oh, shit. No, but the dude, he ended it off with like a WWE kick, like, ugh.
He did, yeah.
I was just like, yo, this is fucking hilarious.
I can tell why people didn't believe
it. Yo, it was hilarious.
He definitely hit him with the Booker T.
I said beating off. That's funny. Ooh, it's the coffee.
Yeah. But no, it was fucking wild, man. I don't know what the fuck happened with it. One, I think there's a lot of questions people want to be asking. My favorite question is, why the fuck was Tekashi69 at an LA Fitness? Like, is it too much to ask for a millionaire who throws cash around like it's fucking, fucking paper? Like a dude who wipes his ass with $1 million every fucking day. Is it too much to ask for him to go to an Equinox? Right? These things don't happen at Equinox.
Okay? Yeah, no.
Right, LA Fitness, dude.
That was hilarious.
LA Fitness.
Supposedly, so this I saw another video. So it was like the extended one, pre beat up.
Yeah.
And yeah, the girl was like, yeah, he's always here. He usually comes for like 20 or 30 minutes. He gets on the Stairmaster and then he just goes to the sauna.
Absolutely.
Like he's always here and shit like that. And that's the funny part, because I'm just like, dude, what? They sell saunas on Amazon for like $50. Do that shit at home.
Bro, like, here's the thing that I feel like a lot of celebrities, and I think especially celebrities from the hood, like rappers, need to know. You're not regular anymore. No matter how much you like try to be regular, you're not regular anymore. Going to LA Fitness is how you die. Going to Popeyes is how you die. Yeah. Going to Walmart is how you die. Yeah. You are no longer a regular person, all right? You pretty much have to, you're almost like a caged animal. You have to live in an enclosure of your own richness and creativity, all right? You only hang out with rich fucking people. You have some giant estate that nobody can get on except for security, all right? And yeah, you have to be happy with that, because you know what? Aside from that, you got all the pussy and all the drugs that you could ever want. So
he literally thought he could be touched, man. Like, he literally, I think that was just implanted in his head. Like, oh, I'm still a normal human being.
Yeah, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You know, like, you gotta, even if you're not making music, at the end of the day, you've made so much enemies that it's just like, bro, like you're like not liked throughout the world.
No.
There's a hype. Mind you, he still has like his audience and stuff like that really support him, but you're not fucking liked.
No.
Nobody likes you. That's why when you got jumped, quote unquote, it's one man that beat the shit out of you. I'm talking about he got jumped. Like, bro, no, one guy beat the shit out of you. You didn't get jumped, so don't even come off with that narrative. Bro, like LA Fitness, like I just don't get it. Like, and bro, also, you live in Florida.
Well, here's my
Florida.
Thing. Here's my thing is that, like, all right, bro, like, you guys, and this isn't just talking to Tekashi69. You know what I mean? This is talking to every rich person. I'm talking the Leonardo DiCaprios of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Michael B. Jordans of the world, the Tekashis, the Drakes, and all that shit. You guys already have the girls. You guys already have the money. You guys already have the beaches and the homes and all that shit. Can't you leave Krispy Kreme to us? Okay, can't you leave like the regular nigga shit to us at least?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I know, yes, it does make you feel at peace to go to McDonald's every once in a while and get a fillet of fish, but you can't. Fuck off. All right, because that's where the Wolves is at, nigga. Yeah. And we deal with the Wolves because we don't have anything else.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's not like you can literally disguise yourself. Your hair is colorful.
Yeah, exactly.
You have an annoying fucking voice, and all your cars have mad colors on it too.
Some crazy shit, bro. You're not some regular ass guy, bro.
You're not regular.
It's not how it happens.
But let's keep it a stack. Did you enjoy the beating, or do you feel bad for the guy?
I thought it was hilarious. Not because I enjoy violence, but because at the end, when the dude was like, "Yo, I'm a fan," and he was like, "Yo, I get that, but you guys just jumped me." I love that.
Yeah, I know, but you jumped me. I love the fact, I didn't even touch you. I didn't jump you.
I love the fact that they beat Tekashi's disrespectful ass into politeness.
That's crazy. Yes,
like this nigga was like, "I get that, I hear you, I see you, but you just jumped me. Please, no more."
Yo,
like it was,
bro.
Like,
mind you, now pre-jumping.
Gotta be kind of my fan.
Pre-jumping, I saw the video where he was on the Stairmaster, and he had like poom shorts on. So they basically took his poom shorts too, bro. Like they left him in his underwear, which is so fucking funny. Because people were talking about, oh yeah, they took his pants. No, you didn't even have pants on, bro. They left you in your fucking poom shorts and socks, and you had a sweater on. What the fuck?
You knew it was bad when you saw him in his underwear. I was like, yo,
I kind of felt bad though, bro.
It was hilarious.
It was hot, but I felt bad. I don't think he should have gotten beat up.
You know what? No, I don't feel bad at all. And I don't listen. Like, he's somebody that I can meet tomorrow and talk to like a regular person. Like, I don't look down on his snitching. I don't care about any of that shit. It was just just as far as like ass kickings go and like shit talking people goes, it was funny to watch. Like, it was. I mean, come on. That is like, this is what the internet's for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the internet is for trolling and shit talking, and then watching the guy who trolls and shit talks get his ass kicked or finally get what's coming to him.
But what's funny is that
this is like right under the Andrew Tate, Greta Thunberg shit. Like when he came out of her and then that nigga got in jail.
Then he went to jail,
this is internet karma.
It is.
This is like 8 years of internet karma.
Who was his mans that was following him, though? After that, I'm like, wait, you was his security. Where the fuck were you the whole entire time?
Someone had to hold the phone.
No, not the dude with the phone. There was another dude following him afterwards. You know what I mean? And I was just like, okay, he's not an employee because he doesn't have something on. So this must have been his security. And his security was basically in the car the entire time. He was like, while this thing was getting his ass beat in the LA Fitness bathroom. I was laughing. And supposedly he was inside the sauna already.
Really?
So this is the other portion of it. They went in the sauna room, dragged him out, and Hobo was beating the shit out of. How you get dragged out of a sauna? Bro, oh my gosh.
That was dragged out of a peaceful place to get your ass kicked, bro. I bet you they're playing all sort of like spa music and shit. Wind chimes and all that shit. This nigga, come here, nigga.
It's like, wow, this must be the yes. I remember this song. I said, no, but you jumped me. No, nigga. That one Latin King dude beat the life out of you. Yo, but now this is the dumb part, though. Homie just got out of jail.
Yeah.
And you're willing to give up freedom, but being around women.
Yes.
Just to go back in the Bing and probably do another like 10 to 20?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you know that this dude he's not going to come back with a vengeance, like try to find this guy and beat him up. No.
He's going to come back with an AARP membership card. He's going to come back with. He's going to be 70 years old when he gets out of fucking prison. But we've talked about this, though. We've talked about people's willingness to throw their entire lives away
bro,
based off of their illusion of what masculinity or pride is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's fucking sad. My whole thing is I think it's actually even kind of worse. Like, people are saying, oh, he beat him up for being a snitch. I don't think he beat Tekashi69 up for being a snitch at all. I think he beat him up because Tekashi69 personally insulted him in some sort of way. And then he beat the shit out of the dude. And because he's a snitch, like, it made it seem better. Like, afterwards, he was probably like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. I'm probably going to go to jail. And then now he gets to wear that, like, yeah, he's a snitch. I fucked him up because he's a snitch. I think he just let his emotions get the best of him.
Yeah, there's more to the story.
I think there's way more to the story. I think it was a simple story. It was probably something over an exercise machine. Fucking lat pulled down. He's like, hey, man, that's been like 3 reps. He was like, nigga, fuck you, nigga.
I got a 4th one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuck you, nigga. Like, I know. Yeah. Like, you know how 6ix9ine gets, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets that little battery in his back, and
exactly.
I don't know, man.
And you know,
funny thing is, so Biggs, his cousin, I think he said, or his friend, was actually like, he's cool with 6ix9ine.
Oh wow,
and he's from Bushwick and stuff like that, and even like in the beginning stages of his career, like I think his boy or his cousin, I'm pretty sure it was his boy, he was opening up for him for 6ix9ine and shit like that, and then like at the end, like his boy was kind of like talking like, yo, this dude is like mad different now, blah, blah, you know what I mean?
Crazy,
so you could tell like he was just like this fake dude and shit. But I don't know, man. Listen, it was great content. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like
tremendous content.
Yo, but
and I will say this,
man.
I will say that I do kind of respect Tekashi69 because he has that type of energy where I feel like he's still not going to learn his lesson. And it's like, if you are unapologetically this type of guy, I almost have to respect it because there's a lot of people who would really, really get beat into submission.
Dude, he's the Latino Charleston White.
Yes,
that's literally who he is. He's literally that. Like, this guy's gonna make a video talking about, oh, my face is good though. Like, whatever they touch me, my face is good. I fought back. I got jumped by like 8 niggas. Mind you, it was
nigga,
one dude.
Up, but you don't got this, nigga.
You don't got this. Yeah, he's gonna do another video of him jumping on a jet, doing the money phone and all this other stuff.
This your bitch number. This is me calling your bitch right now.
That's funny.
He's gonna do that shit. You know how that's while the nigga's in jail.
While the dude's in jail. Yeah, and that's the thing about it, bro. You throwing away your freedom for this, nigga? Like, come on, dog. Like, come on, man.
Niggas like these, bro, like, they make you realize your own mortality and how futile, like, choices are in your life. You know what I mean? Like, how futile your freedom is. Like, because these types of dudes, the Charleston Whites, the Tekashis, right? They rile you up. They get you crazy. They get you in a frenzy. You know what I mean? And then you make some fucked up mistake. And now you're in jail while they're running out doing whatever they want to do. And that's kind of what they want. And, like, in a way, it is a lesson to all of us of like, don't let your emotions get in charge of you. Like, I don't like Tekashi in that sense, like that he does that. I don't even really like Charleston White that he does that either. But I think it is a lesson that I think a lot of black and brown men need to learn. Calm the fuck down. Let this nigga talk shit, bro. He's not touching you.
He's not.
Because you will throw your entire life away. Like, bro, back in our day, people used to throw their entire lives away, their freedom, over like at least kind of cool shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was drug dealing and shit like that.
Okay. In that
you know
sense,
what I mean? It's not some nigga on the internet being like, haha, you're lame, you're a pussy, and then they go and shoot him.
Did we talk about Charleston White?
We have in the past.
No, but like the recent shit that happened with the whole Barkley.
Oh, with China Mac and everything. And I think we talked a little because I wanted to add
to that, but if we're gonna repeat it, then forget it.
No, we can throw some stuff in, but I just feel like that's just one of those things where in a way, these people are annoying, but they're kind of a blessing in our culture. I think it's a cleansing that needs to happen. Yeah, it's like it's evolution. It's like all the niggas too dumb to know to walk upright have to be dealt with.
But I mean, this is a lesson. This is also a lesson to like these up and coming rappers.
You're not an animal.
Like you're not okay. Like you literally have to like walk on eggshells because just because you're a rapper and you're doing gangster rap, a lot of you aren't about that life. Yeah, and you got to understand that like a lot of you will get touched. You know what I mean? Because it's like. You think that we're civilians, like, and you think that a bunch of them think like this, like that we're all pussies. Yeah. No, like, there's a homeboy that works in the bodega right now that has that type of ghetto gangster mentality, and if he catches you in the streets, he's gonna fuck you up, and he could care less.
Here's the thing, though.
Everyone could get touched. If you move the wrong way, you're gonna get touched.
I agree, but I feel like that,
Pause.
I know. I agree with what you're saying, but I think with the whole, Charleston White and Tekashi69 thing, it's kind of like, yo, like these people are going so overboard that it's sending the message like, how about we end the whole thought of people getting touched? You know what I mean? Because it's such an element in, I feel like black like culture, in entertainment. It's like, bro, Taylor Swift don't got to deal with this shit, bro. Like Marilyn Manson never had to deal with fucking some dude from his neighborhood coming over and beating the shit out of him and having to check in. You know what I mean? And
that's our culture, bro.
It is. I'm not saying
I don't agree with it.
I'm not saying all of it needs to go, but I'm saying
it gotta go.
Certain parts of it has to, bro. Like all this extra shit, it has to go. Like if he talks shit, let him talk shit, bro. You know what I mean? If he talks shit, let him talk shit. And maybe you guys do get into a fist fight or something like that, but it's just a fist fight. There's no calling your fucking ops in another town to run them down. Like,
it could have been worse.
End this shit.
It could have been worse, bro.
End this shit.
It could have been worse, man. Like,
you guys are millionaires.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Like the thing is, like, just thinking about it, this dude could have easily gotten shot. Absolutely. He could have died at LA Fitness.
Absolutely.
But I mean, obviously, and you know what? Now I kind of like do agree with what you're saying, because if this was planned, then I'm pretty sure would have went differently.
Oh yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He must have said something in the sauna, like, "Hey man, put the heat down," type shit. You know what I mean? And then he just kind of like, "Nah, I want it at 80," and he's like, "Put it at 75." Yeah, like, "Oh, it's too hot."
Bitch ass nigga.
Blood gang, and it's just like, "Nigga, you're not even the blood," and then boom,
Yeah.
So that's what freaking happened. Yeah, I kind of see that. I'm pretty sure his mouth got him. Pause.
How
it really fucked him up. Yeah, but hey, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, you got what you got,
at the end of the day, all this nigga shit don't even matter because aliens is coming anyway to take over the planet.
Bro.
So it's whatever.
Man, this is good content for the aliens, though.
Real,
that alien mother shit that's sending probes and shit, man.
Real, bro.
I know they're like, okay, man, today's the day we're gonna like tell humans that we're peaceful, and then boom, Tekashi's getting jumped. They're like, nah, maybe not today.
Yeah,
and then they just zoom back up. They're like, yeah, maybe not today. You know what I mean?
They're like, bro, are you sure you even want to invade this shit? Like, bro, these niggas is mad dumb.
The fact that they're just saying this now,
I know.
And then everybody's like, "Oh shit, yeah, there's an alien mothership." But did you see Krishan Rock beat the shit out of this nigga today? Like, and you're like, "Yo, bro, did you just listen to what just was said on the news? An alien mothership, is in space watching us."
That is the problem. If you guys
that is hilarious.
If you guys haven't seen this, heard about this, whatever, it's fucking wild. But basically, it's on the news and stuff as well too. You can check it up on YouTube. It was on Fox 5, NBC, CBS, all that shit. But apparently, what is it? The UAP organization. Basically, the government has set up a whole organization of top scholars and stuff to investigate UFOs or UAPs, unidentified phenomena is what they call it now. Fucking bullshit. Phenomena. Yeah. Phenomena. But it's fucking stupid as shit. But no, basically these people from the UAP group or the organization are now talking to astrophysicists from Harvard and other schools like that, and they actually made an announcement about a week ago saying that Oumuamua, if you guys don't know, was a satellite asteroid thing that basically went by the Earth in 2017. It was like a long, not spherical, cylinder size thing. It looked like a turd. It basically looked like a turd, yes. Okay, imagine a flying turd hurtling through space. It was something that they think was actually professionally built, though. Some sort of wreckage that may have come from something that was intelligently built. For years, they've been investigating this, and now they've come to the conclusion that was very possibly a mothership that might have been releasing drones, and that is responsible for the large uptick of unidentified phenomena that we've been seeing in these past few years. So...
I didn't even know that part.
Who gives a shit about Tekashi69? We're all gonna die.
Yo, you know what? And I agree with the turd thing. That's funny.
It looks like
let's just call it the turd. That's what it's gonna be called. So the turd.
Yeah.
I think I seen the turd on. So you see how NASA is like? I'm saying NASA again.
Yeah,
NASA.
What is wrong with educated podcast? I love it though.
We don't read.
You did go to Boys and Girls High School. So.
There we go. Okay. I knew it was coming. So there was, you know how NASA, like, they usually, like, they're constantly live on YouTube?
Yeah.
There was this, and I was on YouTube, bro, and I saw this. It was like the camera was pointing towards Earth, right?
Yeah.
And this, like, giant thing just, like, flew by like this in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. And it looked like it had lights. And immediately that angle, that camera, like, they switched it off and they went to, like, another, camera. And I was just like, what the fuck? I just saw this. And me and my brother, we saw it. And they showed a replay of it.
Yeah.
And then after that video doesn't exist anymore.
Wow.
And I was typing in before. I typed in, object flying in front of NASA's camera and all this other stuff. Yeah. And I found it immediately. But I don't see that shit anymore.
Wow.
I don't see that shit anymore. And this goes right back to also, I think he's, bless you, buddy.
My cat's sneezing.
Yeah. This goes back to the whole Roswell, New Mexico stuff.
Yeah.
I think I told you that one time that I saw that video that they showed us. Somebody was recording from far away, and all you saw was just boom, boom, like that, and then like a big explosion.
Yeah.
That video, I can't even find it anymore.
See?
Like, there's these videos. Come on, man.
Bro,
like, what made them conclude to, like, we think that there was a mothership? No, motherfuckers, you knew there was a mothership.
No, they knew. They probably heard some sort of signal. Come on. Saw something, investigated some part of it.
I'm telling you.
Got some real records
I seen
of
the
it.
turd. I seen the turd.
Yeah, we all saw the turd.
We all saw the turd.
We all saw the turd. You know, but only a few of us smelled it.
But I love that this is happening now because like it's showing us that, like, humanity really doesn't give a fuck.
It's also too, I think we're getting to this point where, like, technology is starting to finally catch up to the movie version of the future. And so, like, what we were raised on in, like, the 80s and 90s in these movies where there'd be tablets that project people's holograms and faces and we can connect with people all over the world. We are doing that already. These things are already happening, and a lot of these things are being investigated and, like, you know, are just starting to be here. And in the next 20 years, it'll be perfectly commonplace. And I think that and all that sci-fi that we've been watching, I think definitely desensitized a lot of humanity to what we're seeing now. Like, for instance, we've all believed in aliens for an incredibly long time.
Right.
They just kept lying to us about it, but aliens always looked the same.
Yeah.
They had all these things in all these movies.
Mars
and comic
Attack.
books
They
and
look
all
like
this
that.
Shit. They all have like a couple different variations of how they look. Where do you think those probably designs have come from? You know what I mean? And all that type of shit. And I think just right now we're so caught up in our own technology and how far we are as human beings, plus all the conflict of what the world's going through right now, that something that we already believe finally being proved to us just isn't that interesting right now. I know it sounds strange because it's effectively the biggest story in all of human history, but truth be told, I think humans are in a very selfish and narcissistic time right now.
Yeah, because, I agree with you completely, because back in the days when people mentioned aliens, like, you saw humans were just gearing up.
Yeah.
Oh, we need shotguns. We need this. We need that. Yeah. And I think, throughout as time kept going on, we got these movies, we got these cartoons, TV shows, commercials and stuff like that, that now humans are like, oh, if there is something out there, then I get it. And I'm going to accept it. Because even like you have these articles that literally say, oh, when encountering an alien, what you should know and what you should do. Like telling us, preparing us. There's an article that literally says that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, bro, it just blew my mind when I was reading this shit too. And it was like, don't be scared, just know that, make them feel comfortable. And I was just like, okay, so
they're prepping
basically they're prepping us. Like,
they're prepping you.
This could happen any day now.
These people are coming.
This could happen any day.
Yeah, and I'll be real with you. I think it's probably going to happen somewhere in the next decade because we're ramping up for World War III at this point. And the last time, what really made aliens start coming to Earth on a higher, more rapid level was right after World War II. Wasn't it? Once we used the atomic bomb.
Hiroshima, yeah, I was going to say
Once we used the atomic bomb, that's what... There was always records, like, I think it's like Da Vinci, like Leonardo da Vinci. Mm-hmm. He has paintings that have, like, spaceships and shit in them. And stuff like that. So it's always been around, and people have talked about it through culture. But since the atomic bomb happened, thousands more sightings have been, like, recorded and... Things have happened. So I think with where we are nuclearly, I don't even know if nuclearly is a word, but where we are.
It is, because we invented it.
Yeah, we invented
false prophets, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's it.
False prophets.
Yeah.
But where we are, like, on that spectrum of shit,
right,
and on that spectrum of technology and energy,
right,
I think is going to make them look back at us again. That's probably why they've been kind of concentrating on us. Now we have drones. Now we have all these other things. We're doing all these other things. Yeah. It's different. I mean, dude, we've been figuring out, what is it? Not nuclear fusion, but, what are spaceships, like in sci-fi movies, like, get out of here. No, we figured out, what is it, like, I think it's like dark matter or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
We're like engines, basically, like spaceships engines, like the type of shit we have in like sci-fi movies and shit. Mm-hmm. They're just starting now to figure out like how that energy actually works.
Bro, I was on TikTok the other day, and there's a guy that like actually
reactors and shit.
Yeah, he literally mimicked it. He had like giant magnets like this big.
Yes.
And there was almost like a hydrogen collider, mini version of it.
They're starting
he made it in his house.
They're starting to truly understand gravity as a force. They're copying what we're seeing.
Yeah.
So like, there's a whole thing, because bro, I'm so glad that this is like now happening, because I'm deep into this stuff. Where basically they talk about how the way these fucking spaceships move, you see these like Tic Tacs and all that stuff in the videos, right? The way they move is they're not held by any sort of propulsion in the way that we think of propulsion, like thrust. Something pushes you forward and it slows down and all that. Their theory is that these things are using gravity as a force.
And once you manipulate gravity.
Yeah. So gravity is not just what allows us to exist here. It's also a type of energy. So
I can see that.
It makes total sense. So it's just like, you're kind of just placing yourself here and placing yourself here. So you're moving.
I mean, I told
almost instantaneously.
I told you that one time you was on the phone with me where I know that was a UFO.
Yeah, those shits bouncing
and
around.
That shit, literally, I'm staring at it. And all you saw, like in the blink of an eye, all you saw was, like, and I was just like, I called this dude. I was just like, yo, bro, this is gonna sound crazy, but I saw a UFO, and he believed me. Like, he's like, yeah, nigga, I know, I believe you, because I was like, nah, man, nobody's gonna believe me. I even told my mom. I told my mom, and she was just like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, and it was kind of like she knew. She's like, yeah, I know there's something out there. And at first,
I totally believe
I thought my mom was gonna say I was crazy, but she was just like, nah, I know there's something out there.
And I mean, dude, especially nowadays, like, listen, if we were in 1985 and you gave me that call, I might be thinking about you a little bit differently. But nowadays, bro, nigga,
that was a nice way of putting it.
You know what I mean?
I might think you're fucking nuts, but yeah.
Like, I'd be like, all right, like, he's my boy, and I believe in aliens too.
He's probably smoking, like,
he saw some shit.
Yeah.
But, bro, they have alien videos on New York Times and shit. Talking about aliens are here, unidentified objects, UFOs are real. It's like, bro, I'm not trying to denounce this nigga now. Bro, right now we're at this age in humanity that is like unprecedented. Like, I actually do kind of thank God that we're at this time. Because it's such a special time. We do. We get to see when humanity truly goes into space. Not just like when there's an astronaut who lands on the moon, like is
quote,
out
unquote.
there. Like, all right, we going there?
Yeah, we're going there.
This? All right.
I don't believe that shit, bro.
Listen, I believe Tekashi's ass whooping is real. You know what I mean? I can believe that's a fake or whatever, but not this. Not the
No. We're gonna do this. I'll keep it really short.
I'm a truther.
I'll keep it really short. Bro, when Neil Armstrong, whatever the fuck, when he put that flag and there was wind blowing the flag, and then people were like, there's no wind on the moon. It's like, okay, so what caused that? Don't give me like, oh, the spaceship's thrusters were still on. No, that's bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? That shit was in Nevada, you know? Or maybe in Nassau. You know? I was like, it was recorded there. I believe that. Now, has there been, because, you know, it was always a race. It was like the race that they were trying to do. Who's going to get there first, China, Russia, or the United States? I think the U.S. just like say they were there first, just to say they were there first, just to say that they won the race.
See, my thing
but
is,
I do believe that.
I call bullshit on that, because if that did happen, I think Russia would have held that over us for an incredibly long time.
No, of course, but
they would have got shit over on us, like, and then exposed.
But how is Russia going to How is Russia going to find out if we were there or not?
Russia used to have like KGB spies like in the American.
That's fine, yeah, but.
I'm
explain
saying,
the wind.
I'm saying there's probably like Russian mathematicians that were like, it's fake. It has to be fake. There's no way they got there before.
Explain the wind.
Running the shit and
explain the flag.
I don't
literally like you see a flag outside and then the flag was waving. How was the flag waving on the moon?
It was some shit. I did watch a video on it or whatever. No, it was some shit where it's like when they took the flag off or something. It's like there is no wind, but when you're moving it, it still does have some sort of like force, you know? I mean, there's like, I don't know. It's not necessarily like zero gravity. It's zero gravity, but when you move something, like if we had a piece of paper and we were shaking it, you know, and there's zero gravity, it's going to be like waving.
And it's going to constantly wave for how long?
I don't fucking know.
Well, just a couple seconds, like maybe 2 seconds. This was waving
how do you
for
know?
a while.
How do you know how long zero gravity?
Because I'm a false prophet, baby. Come on, that's why.
This nigga
we don't read.
Doing the equation.
We watch videos, damn it. The fuck?
Right, we gotta watch something debunking.
Do you not know what podcast you're part of?
I have a feeling we're gonna have to like shoot this again with the answers to this podcast, or at least the next.
No, you know what? This is how we're gonna find out. When the alien comes, listen, aliens, whoever's out there, be our guest. I want one of you guys to sit down and just be in the middle, and we could just, smoke a spliff or something, and actually talk about if the U.S. made it there or not.
Yeah,
we're inviting you guys.
If you're in secret alien reptile sleeper cell, come on the pod. Okay,
we accept everybody.
Come on the pod. We want
lizard people.
Yes, whatever you identify as.
Whatever you identify as. That's it. I'm a gnome. What do you know?
Trans, non-binary, lizard. Fucking let's do it, man.
Let's do it, baby.
We're
more inclusive than Uganda.
right. Then, Jesus Christ.
That was crazy, though.
I know.
I think we're done with the alien stuff.
I think we can.
The turd. I saw the turd.
Yeah, we all saw the turd, and eventually this planet will be gone, like Mars Attacks.
Well, I want to talk about one turd.
Yes.
Puffy.
Okay.
I mean, you never know. We might get signed, so just in case.
Yeah.
We love you.
We'll delete this after.
We'll delete this
once we get signed to Revolt, we're deleting this 20-minute tirade.
What do you think
I love Puffy, by the way.
Yeah, we love him. What do you think? What do you think about him? Trying to be a candidate on buying BT. BT.
I think it's fine. I actually think it's cool. I mean, I heard some different things about it where his whole shit was there's like a bidding war. It's like not just him.
War. Tyler
Perry wants to buy it, and then or Diddy or something like that. And basically my whole thing is I'd way rather Diddy over Tyler Perry.
Really?
Yeah, 1,000%. Because if it's Tyler Perry, then all you're gonna get is terrible
Madea movies,
terrible bullshit content. Yeah, you're gonna get like Meet the Browns.
Madea joins the BT cipher.
Yeah,
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think Tyler Perry. I mean, come on, that's not terrible.
No, I think that's what you're gonna get. Whereas if you get Diddy, what you're gonna get is hard hitting stuff for the culture that's very like cutting edge stuff like Drink Champs. You would get mad more programs like that,
bro. I
could see. I'm serious. I could see if Diddy takes it over, I could see BET becoming just like Complex, like as a channel. You know what I mean? Instead of the website.
I disagree, because if that were the case, then you would have been doing that with Revolt.
I think you have Revolt, and you don't invest. Doing that with
but he doesn't invest in Revolt like that. From what people say, obviously, radio personnel and podcasters and stuff like that, he doesn't invest as much money as he does in Revolt. That's why, if you think about it, the perfect example, The Breakfast Club was, every time it was recorded, you can see the recorded episodes live on Revolt. Yeah. And Revolt basically took that off. There was this guy who was a cameraman there, and he was there every once in a while. But then they asked him one day, they was like, "Yo, how come you're here for 1 week, but then the next week you're not here?"
Yeah.
And it's because there was no money. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you want to step into something that already has a name, BT. Fine. You come from that realm of music and stuff like that, but you're not convincing enough to me when you couldn't really run a record label. After like Biggie was, passed away, you barely had anything out there. You created Bad Boy South, that went to shit. You had Jeezy, that went to shit. Jeezy became his own entity. The only person you had left was French Montana. And French Montana just finished his whole deal with you, and I think he was signed on to Bad Boy for like 10 years.
Well, I'll be honest. His whole thing is terrible. Like his whole music is terrible.
So what makes you think that he's going to bring? Like literally, like you probably going to try to bring back Rhapsody the Basement, but it's always going to be something that's going to deter what we thought you were going to do. And it's gonna make me realize like you're not the perfect candidate for it. I don't think that Tyler Perry is just gonna do like a bunch of Madea movies and stuff like that. The content is gonna be there, but if he listens to the audience who are us, I'm pretty sure he's gonna like add music to it.
I doubt it. I doubt he would add much music. I also think that number one, Diddy. He has the music connections. Whether or not he's good in the music field or not, he does have those connections. They look up to him. Everybody looks up to him, and so that's a fact. So he might be able to do those deals. Number two, I mean, I'm also not. I'll just say this right out loud right now. I'm not looking for BET to be a music channel. I think the beauty of BET is it can be a complete black entertainment and black culture channel, and not have music videos and have. It could be the next, it could be a mixture of like UPN and HBO in the sense of like UPN because it appeals to black culture, but HBO in the sense of it has great, amazing series, and that's where I think it should go. I don't think it should become MTV again.
Well,
I don't think it should do that.
Then again, the music television doesn't exist anymore.
That's what I'm saying. It's all
VH1
gone.
is gone.
There's
MTV's gone. BT's like none.
Bro, it's streaming. There's no money in it.
But bro, we were the individuals that we came home directly home to watch the top 10 music videos.
And now that's over.
And that's over. And you see, like again, I don't see Diddy doing it. I can see Tyler Perry maybe doing it, but then I also see where you're coming from. You know why you say you don't think Tyler Perry, but. If anything, I'll probably root for the next man. You know what I mean? As long as they know what the culture was and what the culture is, what we used to like, what BT was for me back in the days.
BT was the shit,
bro.
BT was
Rap City, The Basement, 106 in Park. I had people that I used to go to junior high school with. They literally left school just to go to the filming of 106 in Park.
Yeah,
that was nuts. Yeah. That was a thing. That was a culture back then.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to see that back. I don't see Diddy doing it. I'm sorry, I don't see him doing it.
Here's the thing. In that sense, I agree with you. But what I do see him doing isn't something that's negative. I don't think he's going to be redoing that. But I think if he gets behind the realm of this, I think he could, or the helm, I think he could change it into something that's extremely positive. Like I'm saying, like more of an HBO or even something in like cable channel levels of good television that just appeals, or not just appeals to black people, but is black centric and can kind of appeal to everybody. Like the shows like Power and BMF and all those major black shows and Snowfall.
They should be on BET.
They should be on BET.
Yeah.
And BET should have a name like before you'd even think about like, oh, there's a series, but it's on BET. It kind of was like, it's not that serious. Like it's on BET. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see why people.
Unless it was a music show. Yeah. If it was on BT and it was a scripted series, I was like, it's on BT. It's whatever. You know what I mean? But now I think if he was to buy it, get real things behind it, BT could be a big name in that sense.
I agree.
Show, like things like Bel Air, shit like that. All these new great black shows that are on Hulu and all that shit could go there. And I think that's the direction to go rather than music. Because music on television is sort of dead. Yeah. It has its little places and shit like that. And maybe you can even have like an hour, 2 hour long block, you know what I mean, on certain days or something. Or he could even do like BET sponsored shit, like Man on the Street type shit. They go out with rappers for kind of their in-between commercial type thing. Sorry, I'm getting too industry with it. But
no.
I'm talking about
but this is the truth.
And marketing. Like, that's how I could see it. Like, French Montana takes you around to his hottest bodegas. You know what I mean? And he's trying to chop cheeses around. And that's a 15-minute segment.
And that's what MTV
Then it goes into the good show. You know what I mean? But there's no real
MTV did that, and then like they fucked up bad. They fucked up bad when they started.
Hold on. Let me finish. I remember I was saying, what was it? UPN and HBO.
Yeah.
No, I think the mixture would be Vice and HBO. I think that's the core mixture
with UPN. Yeah, because UPN
the black-centric
it was, yeah. Like that's where we got our Moesha.
The things that they go see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it would be cool to see a reporter go to fucking O Block or some shit and talk to these niggas and shit like that. That already fucking happens anyway.
Yeah.
People got their YouTube channels. There's so many black YouTubers already doing that.
TikTokers.
Hire somebody. Did he hire one of these niggas?
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. He has to listen to us because we're the ones that's going to basically watch this shit.
Yeah.
But I don't see it because I'm going off of his basically like his achievements, I guess, that he's done through music. Because I really don't know, aside from Ciroc and De Leon and stuff like that, I never see him like the whole Revolt shit was gone. Drink Champs was on that. Now Drink Champs became their own thing, you know? The Breakfast Club was on Revolt. You know, everything was on Revolt.
Not on Revolt anymore?
No, I don't think it's on Revolt.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah, because I think they did a partnership with Warner Brothers now.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah. I might be wrong. I'm gonna look into that though.
Okay.
But I know for sure, like they signed off because they were on the Black Effect Network also. And I think they basically, got a big deal with Warner now.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So,
shout out to the Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Man.
Shout out to Drink Champs, man.
Good shit.
But yeah,
I know what you mean. And like, yes, like Ciroc and like FN and what was it? Sean John.
And that's another thing too with Sean John. He sold that company, and then basically he was trying to buy it back from the person that he sold it to.
Well, he flips things. He flips things a lot.
He says he wanted to bring it back because that's what the culture was.
But that's just business, though.
That is business.
And that is one thing that I think people are going to have to learn. And I will say that once he gets BET, it would not surprise me if he changes it around, fattens it up for the next investor, and then sells it again 5 to 10 years from now. It wouldn't surprise me either.
should say...
I don't think he's going to keep it. So
BET should stay black-owned. I think that for sure.
I do want it to. But,
it has to stay black-owned. I don't think, a white man or a woman could actually own the company and basically tell us what we or think that we that they know what we want to watch.
You wouldn't watch it anymore?
Iggy
Azalea was the CEO.
Fuck no. Hell no. Hell
Executive officer. Iggy?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Heck no, bro.
Vice presidents of sales.
Yo, I don't even want to. Iggy is the funniest thing. I saw that one video when she was freestyling on like I think it was Coachella or some shit, and so you see the Wild Thornberries?
Yeah.
The little brother that he's just constantly... Yeah. They said that's how she was sounding. Because she was rapping like, saying some stupid shit, and then they put him... And then, like, I was like, because nobody understood. And even when she was on... Oh my gosh, this was the funniest thing. When she was on Shady 45 with... what's his brother's name? I always forget. Sway, and then she freestyled. I think she did like the seven
10 Crack Commandments?
No, the 7 chambers of basically it was like 7 different beats, and then she had to freestyle on it.
Okay.
And then the caller called in, and then so it was like, "Hey caller, how you doing? We have Iggy Azalea. Yo, tell us how you feel about that freestyle." The nigga was like, "Hey, yo, that shit was trash, son. Hey, yo, throw that shit out. That shit was garbage." And then he immediately hung up, and you could tell by her face she was embarrassed. Yo, the niggas, he did. I said, "Yo, that shit was trash, son. Hey, yo, throw that shit out. Hey, yo, who the fuck is this girl?" Yo, he was going in. Like, why do you think she doesn't make music anymore, bro? It was the funniest thing.
An ass can only get you so far.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's the thing that a lot of these female rappers are figuring out right now, that an ass can only take you so far. That's why like Glorilla and Coi Leray are popping off, because they don't have ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now they just have to get by on their strengths and their talents.
I heard this.
They literally rap their ass off.
The funniest one that's the one that's like popping off right now on Instagram. I don't know what the hell this chick's name is, and I could care less. She said, "My pussy's pink, my booty hole's brown."
Oh, jeez.
And then she's literally talking about getting dicked, and then her lyrics are so fucking horrible. Yeah. And somebody wrote on the bottom, it was like, "Yo, y'all investing in this?
Too much. It's too much.
It's too much, bro."
Even as a guy, this is coming from a straight man who watched porn twice today. Okay, finding out about
just.
Yeah. This is honest.
This couch might be infested.
I'm gross, and I find your grossness in your lyrics gross.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Yeah,
even I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Like I get annoyed with like this new fucking music that like
too much,
female artists are like throwing out
subtlety.
There. It's not, bro.
There's no subtlety with anything.
It's crazy, man.
Everything's about eating ass.
Oh my gosh,
It's
just her pussy is pink and her booty hole was brown. I'm just like,
is that new song Pound Town?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
I haven't listened to it, but just from the title, I was like, I want none of this. I was like, I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to. I already know what this is.
It's horrible.
It's just like all the other ones. I'm good. It's just like wet ass pussy and all that shit, and I'm okay. Yeah. I know you're all whores. Okay, I'm good. You've told me. I figured it out. I don't know. It's just like, but at the end of the day, I can't really blame them. They have to get their money. Women could talk about how they're pissed off, how dudes don't stop talking about selling drugs and shooting each other. So I mean,
because even that to me is not digestible anymore.
It's all bullshit.
Like it's all bullshit. I'll stick to my Kendrick Lamar, my J. Cole.
Isn't there one person who can rap who's actually a kind person? Everybody's fucking somebody and stealing money or shooting somebody and scamming them. There's not just like one good guy. If you dropped your wallet, he'd give it back to you.
Yeah.
Where's the good kids at? Where's the kids from the Boys and Girls Club at? You know what I mean?
Fucking yo. Oh man, what's his name?
I'm gonna call your mothers. Fucking Lotto and the rest of you.
What's his name? Logic. That's what.
You know what I mean? A good kid. You know what? He gets torn apart.
He just sampled another fucking song, bro. Not sampled. He covered another song, bro.
Oh yeah,
he did it again.
What did he?
Bone Thugs and Harmony. He did it
Crossroads?
Again. Not even Crossroads. It was another one, and he was just like frolicking in the music video, shirtless. At one point, you saw his gut.
Just trolling.
And then now
he's just trolling.
And what's so fucking funny is like he made another video. He's like, "Hey everybody," like with his dad and everything. And then like on the comments, like people were saying like, "Yo, bro, we get it. You're black. Like you don't have to bring your father into this stuff." I was like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Yo, pops, let the world know what it is, pops." And then his dad said something, and then it was cringy.
Was his father like mad well spoken too?
Yeah.
Where it's like, you don't need to call me Pops. My name's Father to you.
Father. Yeah, it was just hilarious. It was hilarious, man, just watching that.
Robert?
It's just cringy. Robert. It was cringy
Robert, settle down. Why have you brought me in front of your internet friends?
That had a monocle in the video.
No, it's fucking, yeah, I mean, yes, I guess there are some nice ones, but then, that they get called corny. They get the Michael B. Jordan treatment.
I mean, people try to say that Cole was corny.
That is true.
It's just like,
but he out-rapped the corniness.
But
there's very few people who can out-rap the critiques. Like, whether or not you like it or not, Drake, can, or he can at least out-hit the critiques. Because some people are like, he didn't write everything himself, but the hits are better. Kendrick, same thing. J. Cole, same thing. Like, how long have people been calling J. Cole boring? And then these last 5 years, I feel like he just turned up to a whole nother gear, bro. He's like, all right, I'm about to do some awkward-ass fucking flows. I'm about to do some crazy shit where you don't think I'm going to land over here. Bro, London shit, I still fucking...
That one track, Everybody Gotta Die.
Oh, man.
He killed it. And he was dissing, what's these fucking little rappers? I forget their name.
Lil Pump and shit.
Lil Pump. He's the one, the Colombian one, right? The Spanish one?
Yeah.
Fucking retard. He's still trying to be relevant.
Talk about a nigga... No, but here's the thing about J. Cole, and Joe Budden talked about this too, is J. Cole, I think he really is the king of like making organic content and like marketing for himself. Because when that whole Lil Pump shit happened and they dropped 1985, against Lil Pump and everything, he had Lil Pump on a YouTube episode just on his channel.
Yeah,
they talked to each other for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and he told him. Yeah,
I watched it. It was great. But it was one of those things where I was like, yo, J. Cole's cool as fuck.
And everybody, the funny thing about it was like, well, this Lil Pump guy, like he was...
He low-key sunned that nigga.
No, he did. When the funny thing is, like, he just went to Japan, Lil Pump, I think it was somewhere over there in Asia, and he stood in the middle of, like, what seemed to be, like, Third Times Square.
Yeah,
and he was like this, and then it's like nobody was paying attention to him. And then some like the person that was recording, they was like, "Yo, they don't know who you are." He was like, "Yeah." He was confused, and then on the comments, they were like, "J. Cole was right.
Yeah,
J. Cole was right." They just kept saying that J. Cole was right the whole entire time.
Bro, nobody gives a fuck.
Bro. Like nobody cares about this dude. And then it's like literally the last song that you made was with Kanye West. And that shit wasn't even a slap. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
After that, that's it. You haven't heard from him anymore.
Yeah, that's basically it, bro. And like, yeah, that song sucks. I mean, J. Cole has had countless hits in between.
Come on,
that
dog.
little beef.
You don't even look when you listen to J. Cole. You don't even look for a song. You're anticipating the album.
Yes, the album and just his general shit that he's put out. Yeah. You're not even looking for a single.
No,
it's just like, what does he have that I may like? There's so much that he's put out.
Yeah.
That I can choose anything from an array of an emotional spectrum of what he provides. I have a happy song, I have a sad song, I have a hard working song, I have a workout song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's all sorts of shit, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. That's what you get though for playing games and fucking just trolling people, dude, and acting this way. You know, kind of back to the whole 6ix9ine thing, and kind of, you know, leading up to the whole Taxstone thing. A lot of you guys, you know, may not know Taxstone, but he was a radio, podcaster, hip hop podcaster who pretty much started all this shit, bro. Joe Budden podcast, No Jumper, all that type of shit, bro. Like, this whole algorithm wouldn't exist without this guy.
He interviewed your favorite podcasters.
Yes, basically. He interviewed he's your podcaster's favorite podcaster.
Yeah. Him and Combat Jack was another one.
Yes, exactly.
But he was the guy.
He was that guy.
He is the guy. Well, no, because he's still alive. Obviously.
He was that guy. I mean, like, he was started.
Pardon me.
Got started right around the time of Brilliant Idiots and all that shit where Schultz struck out. So all that shit comes from Tax, and he was revolutionary. But as some of you may know, 2016 he ended up shooting. What's the dude's name?
Troy. Oh yeah.
Banger. I don't know the guy's official, legal name, but Troy Ave's bodyguard, aka Banger. Troy Ave snitched or elaborated on what transpired there, and now Taxstone is found guilty of manslaughter, and he will be away for at least 15 to 40 years.
Jeez,
it's one or the other, and he's a felon too. So he wasn't even supposed to have the gun in the first place. Mm-hmm. I believe they're going to get him the maximum of that. And like you said, he's from Honduras and shit. Mm-hmm. So after that 40 years, he will be sent over to Honduras.
Was it Panama?
I thought he was from Honduras.
I think he is Honduran.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
No. Yeah.
But regardless, it just goes to show you, when your mind is set on shit talking, and you're set on low vibrations, where you can end up in your life. You know what I mean? Like, Lil Pump, I feel like, is actually the best case scenario of somebody with that type of mindset. You know what I mean? But you have someone like Taxstone, which is the worst case scenario of that. When you live to see others fail, and you live to provoke others and shit, you're never going to win, bro. Mm-hmm. Especially, don't get me wrong, comedy is comedy, and YouTube is YouTube, and there's trolling, and there's fucking around, but that can be show business. You know what I mean? But when you take it off the camera and into the real life, you're never going to win. Yeah. Something will always happen. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it not happen if you spark problems with somebody off camera.
You know? You're totally right.
Shit is real.
And that man, it's unfortunate again, but I don't know I know Taxstone as the podcaster. I don't know him like that, so I don't know the type of individual he is.
Yeah.
But I mean, hearing him talk was like dope and everything.
Oh,
but
it's the best.
It sucks that this transpired though. Because a person's life was taken away. And I don't know if people will probably say it's snitching. But the reality is, Troy Ave tried to defend himself because it's either he's going to jail or Tax is staying in jail.
Saying. And that's
why it's kind of like,
I wouldn't call it snitching if I'm being real with you, because the only way it would be snitching is if Troy Ave wasn't in danger of going to prison for the altercation, and then he just told them a bunch of shit, and then they sent Tex to jail. But you're right; it was either you killed him or he killed him.
Yeah.
So tell us what happened, and if it's self-defense, then you're not going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's like, if that's legitimately what happened, and it's like, the nigga came, we're having words because we don't like each other. My bodyguard's there. He fucking pulls out. My bodyguard steps to the guy. He shoots. I take out my gun. I start shooting to return fire. Then that is what it is. And there's plenty of rappers who have had those types of altercations and have told police those altercations and got off for those things. And I don't feel like they're snitches either. Like, people were discussing on whether or not Gucci Mane was a snitch because the whole Jeezy situation where there were 3 dudes. Jeezy sent 3 dudes to run into his house and Gucci Mane killed 2 of them. And only one of them got away or whatever. And basically down south, it's stand your ground, like your property. So if they come in there with intent to murder you, bro, it's full on self-defense. You're not going to spend a second in jail. And so he told them because he didn't do anything illegal. You know what I mean? And I guess you could say like, yeah, but he's living the street life and everything. And that's true. But there's certain circumstances for certain things.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
If they just got shot in the street, and then no cops came for any victim that they're trying to put a body on. And then he was just like, Textone shot at me.
Yeah.
That's snitching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if there's a fucking literal fucking body at a public place and they're trying to get you with 25 to life because your enemy shot one of your best friends, the fuck out of here. It's self-defense. I'm not going to say that nigga tried to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to put everything on him, but I'm going to say that I defended myself, And I defended myself because he was shooting at me. That's it. That's not no snitch shit.
That's a perfect way
to
put it. No, I mean, that was well said.
Because you know how niggas get.
And it goes back to, it really goes back to you, to rappers like, be careful with what you say in your songs. Because if you're not about that life, then don't fucking say it again. Just watch your mouth.
Thank you. Because you either get sent to jail, you get beat up like 6ix9ine.
Yep.
Or
your career's gone like Lil Pump.
And you in Tokyo with nobody know who you is.
Jesus.
It be like that sometimes, man.
I'm telling you, man.
It be like that sometimes. Well, looks like we'll end it there. Thank you guys for being so patient with us. I know we haven't been that consistent. We got a lot of stuff we're dealing with, but we're trying to come back in the capacity that you guys want us. With that fire, nigga. With that hot shit.
That's it.
We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. This has been the False Prophets Podcast. Peace.